Alright, so we got another new video, and if you couldn't tell by the title, this is the top 5 worst Pokemon EX in the trading card game. I mean, at least the ones I have or seen. So, I mean, just to start, I'm going to start with a Alakazam EX. And if you don't know what he does, he puts, once you Mega Evolve him, he puts 2 damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon and 3 onto one of their bench. And suppression is attack for 1 psychic and 1 colorless. You can put 3 damage counters on each of your opponent's Pokemon that have energy attached to it. And one main problem with this guy is that once he's down, he's pretty easy to counter. He's got pretty low health for an EX, and overall, I just don't think it's good. I mean, his attack can cost 1 energy, but you're only going to be hitting the active Pokemon for 30. And EX that does 30 damage is not that good. Moving on, we have Mega Caesar, which is the only... no, I have 2 Megas. But, yeah. I mean, he does 120, which is pretty weak for a Mega. But, and he just discards a Stadium or a Special Energy attached to your opponent's Pokemon, so I had to read that for a second. And, I mean, overall, he's, again, pretty easy to counter once he's out. His pre-evolution's definitely way stronger and just more of a threat than him. And, yeah, it's not really worth wasting a turn or an item card. Now, next, they just kind of get worse and worse as they go on. Emolga EX, which was, I can't remember what set that is, but it does Energy Glide, where you search your deck for electric energy and attach it to this Pokemon, and then you can switch it with one of your bench. But I mean, it's alright for building up. Get it with a Jolteon, you can build it up pretty easily. But its Electron Crush move is just terrible. It does 60, and you can discard an energy and do 90. So it only does 30 more, which isn't good at all. But its health just makes it even worse. It's got 110 health. I can hold this still. Yeah, it's got 110 health. And it's also weak to electric, which I just find kind of ironic, it being an electric type. Alright, next is actually slightly better, so I kind of got my order mixed up, but whatever. Hawlucha EX, which was the Furious Fist set. In case anyone's wondering, that's Fates Collide and Breakpoint, but Furious Fist. Basically, his ability, which is counterattack. If this Pokemon takes damage, even if it's knocked out, it does 20 damage to the opponent's Pokemon, puts 2 damage counters on it. And its attack does 60, and if there's a Stadium in play, it does 40 more, so it does a total of 100. And it has, again, pretty low health, and I remember why it's lower than Emolga now. Because this one, with Emolga, you can always do that 90 damage, but with Hawlucha, you can't always do that 100, especially with Delinquent. Delinquent will just mess it up. And then, my last one, surprisingly, it's Mega Rayquaza, which I know, it's not the Dragon type, it's the colorless one. It does, for 3 energy, it does 30 damage times the number of your benched Pokemon. So, unless you run a lot of bench, which already makes you open to Lysanders, Escape Ropes, and Pokemon catchers, that attack's not going to be doing that much. Now, the only good part about this is its ability, which you can evolve it on the first turn, so, I mean, you can get him out pretty fast. But really, he's pretty weak, and overall, I just don't think he's really worth it to get out. Again, its previous evolution is just better. Because it does, I think, the colorless one at least does 130 every other turn, so I'm not sure on that. But yeah, these are the cards I have in my collection, and these two do look weird. That's because they're proxies, they're fakes. I know. My mom tried to do something nice for me, and it was nice. She didn't know they were fake when she bought them, so I still keep them around. But, yeah. Only good part about the first 3 is that their full arts do look pretty cool. So, if you're collecting, I'd recommend getting these ones, but if you're trying to play competitively with them, good luck. I know there's a whole Alakazam deck going around, which I think has had pretty good reviews. But overall, I'm just personally not a fan of Mega Alakazam, which is why he was so high on the list. But yeah, if you have any cards that you think were the worst EXs, just comment down below, I guess. And thanks for watching. If you liked it, drop a like.